A long, long time ago, before there were cities, before there were kings, before even the first great ships sailed the seas, the world was different. The grass grew wild and tall. The skies seemed lower, heavy with clouds. And the nights, the nights were so dark that the stars looked like holes poked in a giant black curtain. But the most unusual thing about those days wasn't the sky or the land. It was the people. For among the ordinary men and women walked giants. Yes, giants. They were called the Nephilim. The Bible tells us just a little about them in Genesis chapter 6. There were giants in the earth in those days. But where did they come from? Well, the story goes like this. Far above the earth, in the heavenly places, God had angels called watchers. They were like guardians, sent to keep an eye on the people and guide them in good ways. But one day, some of these watchers saw something that changed everything. They saw human women, and they thought, how beautiful they are. Now, these angels knew it was not their place to be with humans. But they made a promise to each other, a secret oath. They said, let us all go down together, so none of us will be afraid. And so, they came down. 200 of them, led by a great and powerful angel named Semjaza. At first, the people were amazed. The watchers were tall, shining, and full of knowledge no man had ever seen. They taught the people things, but not all of them were good. One angel named Azazel taught men how to shape metal into swords and spears. Another taught the secrets of magic and charms. Others taught how to read the stars, not to understand God's heavens, but to find hidden powers. Soon, the watchers took wives from among the humans. And from these unions came children, but not ordinary children. These children grew quickly, and by the time they were young, they were taller than any man. By the time they were grown, they were as high as the tallest tree. They were strong enough to lift a boulder the size of a house. At first, the people admired them. They told stories of their strength, their speed, and their beauty. But admiration soon turned to fear. The Nephilim were always hungry. They ate the fields bare, devoured herds of animals, and when there was nothing left, they turned against men. Violence spread like wildfire. The earth shook under the weight of their battles. The cries of the weak reached the heavens. And God was grieved. He saw that the world was filled with wickedness. Not only were men cruel, but even the angels he had sent had broken his command. The decision was made. The flood would come. But here's the strange part. Even after the great flood washed the earth clean, the Bible mentions giants again. In the time of Moses, spies sent into the land of Canaan came back with trembling voices. We saw the Nephilim there. We were like grasshoppers compared to them. How could that be? Some say the blood of the Nephilim survived through the wives of Noah's sons. Others believe the watchers returned and did it again. And then there are whispers that the Nephilim never really left. That they hide in deep places, waiting for the day they can walk among us once more. From the mighty king Og of Bashan, whose bed was more than 13 feet long, to the towering Goliath, who laughed at the shepherd boy David. The shadows of the Nephilim have never truly faded. Even today, stories of giants appear in ancient ruins, in strange bones found deep underground, in the myths of distant tribes. Could it be that the stories are true? The Nephilim, giants born of angels and men, the first heroes and the first tyrants. Their tale is a warning from the past. And maybe, just maybe, a glimpse of the future.